Yo guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm recording on a super trash setup, guys, but we're gonna rate all the Minecraft mobs in terms of playability, right, of mechanics, of not like aesthetic or how iconic they are, but how good they are to fight and what they do for Minecraft's gameplay loop, alright? This is super objective tier list, guys. We got all the tiers, we got all the mobs, and it's gonna be for 1.19 on Java. All right, so it is different for Bedrock, and honestly, this tier list would be a little bit different for Bedrock, but I have Java loaded up, so that's what we're gonna do. All right. So starting off with the first one, which, as you can see, is the Warden. So okay, dude. So the Warden, as you can see, I have him right here. The Warden is, to me, such a weird decision that the Minecraft team made, because it's like the beauty of Minecraft is like you're able to do whatever you want, you know, raiding the strongholds, raiding any dungeon, really. It's whatever you want to do, you know. And I feel like the Warden, when designing they had such like a specific idea in mind to make like Minecraft like more horror based, you know. And I don't think that works like to any extent, because it's like, okay, it's horror based now, but like, what are you gonna do with it? You know, you can't just take all the creativity away from the player when making a mob like this, and in result of trying to make it such a specific like idea or execution, like such a specific gameplay. They made it like such a weird enemy. Like, it has like 500 health. It does insane damage. Right now, I have full netherite stuff. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, survivor. I have full netherite right now, right? And it makes me blind. All right, you can't really cheese it in any way, shape, or form. It's super fast. And oh my god. Oh yeah. There you go. So I'm just gonna kill it. It's, to me, dude, it's such a, I don't like it at all. Alright, I think it does way too much damage. It's not a boss fight that you're supposed to kill. It's cool that now Minecraft players have like something to work towards, but at the same time, it wasn't even designed to be something to work towards. It's just kind of like an overpowered mob for literally no reason, right? I am not a fan of the Warden. I feel it's not good. And yeah, man, I honestly think F tier for, it's like one of the only mobs that I like seriously do not like, because like, also, what is this design, dude? Yeah, like, it's just, I'm not a fan of the Warden. Maybe you guys are, but I'm just not a fan, and it doesn't do anything for the gameplay. It's just such a weird mechanic to even put in. So now we have the Drowns. Now, guys, the Drowns, in my opinion, I don't really know like what to think of them. They're kind of like water zombies, and honestly, I do have something to think of them. I think they're lame. I do not like the Drowns. All right, let me just show you guys. All right, I don't even have to show you guys, but I'm still gonna do this anyway. So you kind of like, what? They're like right here, right? That's it. It's just zombies in water. And honestly, they're very annoying. Some of them even have tridents and can like kill you super fast. I think, why not make like zombie fish or something more creative than just like a drown, you know? I think it's really lack of creativity, and honestly, like, who even likes fighting zombies in water, you know? So yeah, I think drown, it's not bad, but it's not really that good of an idea either. I'm gonna say C tier. Let's move on, dude, to the Blaze. Now, the Blaze, this used to be my favorite enemy in the game. And honestly, from like a pure design standpoint, I think it looks really cool. Obviously, I like the gameplay of like going past its fireballs or resisting the fireballs. It is kind of weak how you're supposed to farm them, basically farm them even with the spawners. But it is very rewarding to kill, and I think they're good enemies. You know, I'm gonna say B tier. B tier is good for the Blaze. So now the Witch. Now the Witch. Let me just here. Okay, let me see what the Witch is like. So, I should have the Witch somewhere. From what I remember, they like throw potions, right? So, of course I knew that. I'm a Minecraft fan, guys. But here's the Witch. That's it. They throw potions, right? They heal each other. Or they heal themselves. And yeah, I mean, it's not really anything special. It's an okay enemy. It's not bad. They're classic too. I'm gonna say B tier. They're okay to fight. You know, they're fun to fight. Poison is annoying, but you know, I think people get way too mad at poison, even though it is kind of annoying. But overall, it's not really frustrating. They're not really too overpowered. So yeah. Now, this is a baby zombie chicken, which I think I've only seen like once or twice. So I don't even know what this is. But guys, I don't see any baby zombies. So let's just pretend this is a normal baby zombie. Now, to me, the baby zombie is such a... It's like just a powerful, fast zombie, you know? Like what do I even say about it? It's just kind of like the normal zombie. Well, I'm not going to talk about it yet, but to me, the baby zombie is just such like a just buff. And it's kind of annoying because the hitboxes are smaller. It's basically just a super hard version of the zombie. And I don't like that, all right? I feel like it's not that interesting. I feel like it would have been more balanced to have like a zombie that maybe make it that fast, maybe even make it that strong, but like only give it like 10 health, you know? That would make it a lot more interesting in contrast to the zombie, other than just making like a super powerful mob. So I'm gonna go C tier for baby zombie. Baby zombie on chicken, I mean, I don't even know what to say about that. I don't know, whatever. So now the creeper. Now the creeper, this is one of the most iconic mobs in all of Minecraft. You know, it's about building and the creepers blow things up. It's so iconic, dude. One of the most iconic video game characters ever, I would say. But yeah, man, in terms of the creeper's gameplay, I honestly do like it. I like the tension of fighting one, you know, killing it fast enough before they blow up. So you can get the gunpowder, or before they actually like blow up, you know. Or maybe just using it to blow up on other enemies is really cool. They sneak up on you, and that's very stupid, unfortunate, but, you know, it's balanced. You know, they sneak up on you. That's what a creeper is. I would say it's A tier. Very cool mob, very well-executed mob, and I don't think it'll ever get old. And now we have the Ravagers. Now, the Ravagers, I would say in Java Edition, they are handled pretty well. I'm going to put the shield on. But the thing with, I think, okay, let me just test out how it is in Java, because I know it's different from Bedrock, but in Bedrock, dude, they are just horrendous enemies. Like, honestly, like, the amount of combos they can throw, like, they just kind of combo you from a distance, you know? It's pretty lame. And even he's even doing it to me right here, you know? Kind of have to circle and maybe block. Yeah, okay. So it's a lot more balanced in Java, obviously. Imagine dying. What the hell? Yo. Dude, what the fuck? Alright. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Oh, okay, I don't want to. It's like, okay, so it's definitely better than it is in Bedrock. I probably could have. I don't know how I died with just full netherite. I'm trash, guys. I'm trash. I don't play Java. Alright, I don't. Well, at least not 1.19. I don't play it. Here, let me actually suit up super quick. As you can see, I have this chest, right? Put like everything in this, so let me just actually get rid of a bunch of stuff. But yeah, man, to talk about the enemy, I think it's actually a good enemy in this game. I would say it's cool. The only reason I would say it wasn't cool is because of Bedrock, which we're not talking about Bedrock, guys. We're talking about Java. So I'm not gonna say too much about that, but I think it was well done. I think it was well done. And honestly, in the pillage raids, I love to see them. They're such a cool addition to have like a rhinoceros or something. So overall, I would say their inclusion in Minecraft is positive. I like these enemies. I would say they're B tier. B tier is good. B tier is good. So now we go to the Guardian. So, oh shoot. We'll do the Guardian. Actually, they're pretty similar. This is pretty much just a Guardian with more health. But you know what? Here, let me just spawn him in. Let me see what it's all about. I think we got it somewhere. There it is. Okay, so let's just spawn it in this water over here. Now, the Guardian is obviously negative. I don't think these are good enemies. So they kind of just like look at you, have this laser, right? And I don't know, man. It's not really that interesting, especially underwater combat. And like, what are you doing? They kind of like run from you. Raiding an ocean monument is honestly one of the worst things in this game. Like, it is so bad, and I'm trash. What the hell am I doing? What am I doing, bro? What the? You block? I don't think you. Yeah, okay. I mean, I didn't expect that, but like, honestly, it's just such a weird mechanic. Baby zombie. And I honestly don't think it was executed well, honestly. Like, it's definitely more creative than something like a drown, which I have to give it credit for, but in practice, the attacks are very annoying, and I don't think it was done well. So I'm going to put both the Elder Guardian and Guardian in D tier. The Elder Guardian is actually probably worse than the Guardian for being that powerful, but I wouldn't say it's as bad as the Warden. Like, the Warden is definitely horrendous. So now the Ender Dragon. Now, guys, the reason I'm excited is because the Ender Dragon, dude, it's such a perfect Minecraft boss fight. You know, it activates a lot of the creativity of Minecraft. You know. You have to destroy the crystals, and then you can finally start shooting it out of the air, you know, damage it. And it really activates the Minecraft combat system to a new level, in my opinion, where you have to really use everything you know, or at least most of it. And it's such a charming boss fight, you know. It's such a cool boss fight. I love the design. I love the end. It's great, man. S tier. So easily, dude. And the new stuff that they added over the years, like, I think Dragon's Breath, I think that's fine. It's more balanced. I wish they would, like, turn back up, like, how many times it would ram you, but it's such a cool arena. It's such a cool boss fight. It's just a great enemy all around. And now we go to the Endermite. Now, the Endermite, I mean, it kind of comes out of an Ender Pearl. I think it's a cool idea, but it's really only unique because it's, like, one of 3 only, like, end enemies, you know, because there's not really a lot of end enemies, but to be honest, I don't think it really adds anything, you know. I think the Ender Pearl by itself, it's, like, the drawback is there, you know, you take damage every time you teleport, so I think that was enough. I don't think you really needed, like, an Endermite, but, I mean, it's not that bad. It doesn't really affect too much, but honestly, it's not really anything that I would really like. I can't believe they actually put time into making an Endermite, you know. Now, the Invokers. Now, these things are pretty cool, apparently. But, here, the fact is... See where it is? Oh, okay, it's right there. Let's go. Okay, let me just get rid of the skeleton. Should probably put it at daytime, huh? I have auto jump on. That's how you know. Yo, I am trash. Alright, let's go. So, yeah, I think they run a lot. Oh, Vexes? Yeah, I'll talk about this too. Yo, that was literally so stupid. I did not even... I'm gonna spawn another one, even though it's probably a bad idea. Okay. So, it's not running. Okay, so when it runs, it runs so fast. And its attacks are fine. Do you know what? I actually kind of like... Okay, the Vexes. These are horrendous. Oh my god. Like, did you really need to have these, dude? It's not really that satisfying to kill. They're just annoying. They can phase through objects. This is so stupid. I'm gonna switch speed. I'm not doing that. You can already guess where I'm gonna put the Vexes, dude. That was horrendous. What the hell was that? Definitely think I messed up with that. Or they messed up with that, but... So the Invoker itself, honestly, I like the spikes that it does. I do not like the Vexes, and you have to connect it a little bit, but... Honestly, I think it's cool. It's a cool idea. I don't like how they run so much. But I guess it does add to the tension. But I would say in between B and C tier, I'm probably going to have to go with C tier because of the Vexes. Because obviously you can't escape those. You know, that comes with the enemy. You can't just fight an Invoker with no Vexes, you know. So yeah. Now we have the Ghast. Now the Ghast is a glass cannon. And I absolutely love it. All right, it's gonna blast you, but you can shoot it in like one arrow and kill it. You know, I think that's insanely good. I think this is a really well executed enemy, and just good. You know, I would say it's like A tier probably. Maybe not A tier. I think actually B tier. But yeah, they are pretty annoying, like how they spawn. So I would have to say it's B tier. But yeah, now the Hoglin. Now. In Bedrock, these are horrendous enemies, actually. Like, you're talking about the ore spawn combos. It's like horrendous in this with the Hoglins. Like it's actually horrendous. So let me just check it out. Let's see. Zoglin? I have no. Oh, what the hell am I taking? Bruh. Okay. Nice. Okay, so it's Zoglin. Let's see. Or Hoglin, sorry. I think Hoglin and Zoglin are the same thing, right? I don't remember what a song would be. Alright, so. Okay, okay, so they don't actually combo you that much, actually. Yeah, okay, these are actually a lot better now that I think about it. Okay, yeah, because in Bedrock, dude, they would just, like, combo you insanely good. And... Alright, guys, sorry about that cut. I don't want to edit too much, because, like, freaking... Dude, like, this setup is so trash. Like, trust me, guys. Like, I don't want to edit too much, like, in my opinion. But, guys, let's get going, right? So, what was I talking about? I think I was talking about, like, Hoglins. Oh, yeah, Hoglins. And Invokers. What? I don't know what I was talking about. I think... Here, let me see. So, yeah, I obviously think I already talked about it. These are Zoglins, yeah. I actually like these enemies on Java. I think they're actually well made. I think they're balanced because, like, in Bedrock, dude, they're so overpowered and they just keep spamming and they come from nowhere, dude. So, I think these are definitely better in here. And yeah, just a solid addition. And yeah, just good. And then we go to Husk. So, Husks are like desert zombies that give you hunger, which I think that's fine, you know. Definitely a little more intimidating, but I don't know what that really adds because it's not really like that much stronger than a zombie, but not really that much more annoying. Just there, you know, they're fine. Yeah, they're fine, I guess. And oh my god, what is that? I literally have no idea what that is. Like a villager archer. I've never seen that before in my life. What is that? Villager or Pillager, I would assume, right? Oh my god, how do you spell? Dude, I can't even spell, bruh. I've never seen that before. You know what? I don't even think that's an enemy, dude. I've never seen that before. I'm gonna put it over here. We're not gonna rate that. Spider jockey, skeleton jockey. I mean, or spider jockey. Sorry. These things are really cool. I like them. In terms of gameplay, I think they're kind of interesting. You have to shoot the spider or the jockey first, which I think that's entertaining enough. You know, it's cool to see, and I don't think they're like great because skeletons are skeletons, but I would say they're more interesting. You know, I would say they're B tier probably, good solid B tier. Now magma cubes and slimes, I do like these. Let's see, yeah, magma cubes. Iconic spawn egg, by the way. Those spawn eggs, they're pretty good. So yeah, let me just spawn one in after I freaking kill the zombie. Got a big one, too. So these things, the weakness is bows, right? So yeah, they kind of split. I mean, I like that, dude. I think these are more dangerous than slimes because, you can actually attack as little guys, right? Yeah. I think they're really cool. In terms of like skill to fight, I think they can definitely be more annoying sometimes. But they're cool. Stupid ass skeleton, what are you doing, kid? So yeah, I would say they're not really that different from slime, so I think they're both solid enemies. They're not anything like super special, but I do like the little like feature or maybe gimmick of them splitting off, right? Okay, so now we have a phantom. Now, these are obviously very controversial. Not a lot of people like phantoms, and I think that's for a good reason. These things are just, I mean, obviously, like you have to encounter them after not sleeping for 3 days, right? It punishes you for not sleeping, which I mean, I think it's fine. But once they actually come, you can't hit them right here. Let me use the sword. You kind of have to wait for them to come back down, and then you can only hit them like once, which this is actually being a lot more active than they usually are, in Bedrock at least. And I actually like the design a little bit more, but yeah, man, it's just not a good enemy. What are you doing? Can I shoot you? Oh, I actually shot him. Well, so yeah, man, not really, like, you can't really shoot them. Like, even though I hit a few shots there. Okay, I killed it in like one hit. Phantom Membranes, by the way, I don't even care. But yeah, man, they're not really a good enemy, to be honest. I think they're like D tier. Not really that good of an idea, honestly. But yeah, they're just more annoying than anything. So now we got Pillagers. Now, Pillagers, this is actually a revelation, alright? Because skeletons, they're just like spamming gods, right? Which I just probably spoiled what I think about the skeletons, but everybody knew that, you know? But the Pillagers, let me see if I can find one. Yep, there we go. They're a lot more balanced because they have such an obvious like attack pattern, right? They shoot the bow, or they have to charge it up, and then they can shoot. They shoot it once, and then they charge it up. And while they're charging it up, that's when they're weak, right? That's a very balanced, like an obvious, you know, tell of when they're going to attack. And I think it's a lot more balanced than a skeleton who could probably just spam, you know? So yeah, man, I think that's a big improvement on skeletons. And I do like the Pillagers, how they raid, but it's more of just a mechanical innovation on the skeletons. But yeah, I would say they're B tier. They're more balanced, they're more good. Okay, now we got the zombie Brew, or I mean the pigman Brew or whatever. Let me spawn this guy in. This guy, dude, I do like this guy. I like the axe guys, honestly. Like, especially in this version. I do enjoy them a lot. So here, let me get rid of the spider bit. Alright, so yeah, man. Oh, shoot. Alright, whatever. Might as well. Alright, but yeah, like, they can break your shield, right? And you have to be, like, they're more aggressive, you know? In your face. They're clearly a brute. They clearly have more health than usual. And I think that's interesting, you know? I do like that. They're very reactive. And I enjoy fighting. It's like fighting another player, but it's good. I would say they're A tier, you know? I think they're a well-executed enemy that are fun to fight. Like, minimal strategy. Not minimal, but like strategy actually goes on when you're attacking them. You're not just like spamming or charging up, I guess. So now Shulkers. Shulkers I think are fine, you know. They're definitely more suited just for the end city dungeons, which I kind of do enjoy. I do enjoy it, you know, but honestly, they're nothing more than that. I think they can be annoying, especially when you have the Elytra. There's literally no point to them, but yeah, they just, especially when you get caught up in corners or like floating up and they just start spamming you, that is very annoying more than anything because of the tracking around. So yeah, they're annoying, but they're not too bad. All right, so now Silverfish. Silverfish, dude, I don't like that idea of Silverfish, of breaking blocks and then Silverfish coming out. I do think they're better than Endermites because they can swarm you, so I'm going to put them in C tier. But yeah, Silverfish, not really anything special in my opinion. They're just fine. They don't really, I mean, they kind of add stuff, but honestly, they could have, I don't know. I don't think they really were necessary, other than them like swarming you, which I think is interesting. So now Skeleton Jockey. Now I can't spawn this in, but it's fine. I mean, I don't really like shooting at horses. I think it's kind of mean, but assuming I hate the horse, I think they're cool enemies to fight. They're definitely not as interesting as spider jockeys, but they're fine. They're cool. And then skeletons, which, I mean, I do like these, but like they're pretty much the same thing, except these are on a horse, right? But yeah, man. I guess the horses are more annoying to get, but obviously a skeleton, if we time set night, and actually we're not going to find one actually, but I just wanted to time set night. But skeletons, man, they just spam you, man. They're just annoying, man. I don't really have much to say about them. Like, I'm pretty sure I fought them throughout this video, and actually we got one right there. So they're actually a lot like easier to like. Okay, so yeah, if I'm pushing up through water, it's definitely. I don't know why he just pushed me like that, but man, they can be annoying. But I mean, they're not that bad, I guess. But I would say they're probably like, yeah, C tier. I already put them in C tier. So yeah, not really a good enemy, but I mean, they're satisfying to kill and they're iconic. So yeah, there you go. And this is, what the hell am I looking at, dude? I've never seen that before in my life. Dude, spiders can't even spawn in the nether. What are you talking about? But yeah, strays, you know, I'm not going to waste time spawning one. They're pretty much just skeletons. They give you a slowness effect, but I don't think they add anything other than that. They have cool sound effects, though, so I'll give them that. And then a bunny. No. What are these enemies, bro? Okay, Pillager, or Vindicator, actually. I think this is similar to the Piglin Brute, where it's kind of like a player versus player battle. And I do find that interesting, you know? I'm going to kill that guy. So let's see if we can find him. It's called a Vindicator. That would be more down. Yep. Okay. So yeah, man, they kind of have the axes. They kind of charge you. I think they're really cool. And they break the thing. I like the way they put their hands back. I think for the first ever evil villager, at least like 1.12.2, I remember that update. I think they were really good, and I actually do adore them a lot. I think they're really cool. So I'm going to put them in A tier. They're fun to fight, and they look cool. Vex. I forgot to rate this. Vex is horrendous. I don't like it. It's a D tier. Honestly, I might even put it F tier, but nah, the Warden is just on another level of being bad in my opinion. Now, Wither Skeleton. Let me see if I can find the Wither Skeleton in the chest. But if I can't, my opinions are basically, it's not as, okay, I can. It's not as interesting as a Vindicator or a Brute to fight, but I do like the mechanic of if you get hit once, you have the Wither effect. And I think, yeah. It can be a little more annoying sometimes than actually, like, responsive. I can't think of the word, but I think they're good enemies, solid enemies. I would say B tier, right there in B tier. I don't think they're as good as, like, these two, but they're good. They're good. Now, the Wither. All right, so the Wither is obviously, I think, the last boss fight I've talked about. So, obviously, so far, I've gotten an extremely good boss fight, a trash boss fight, which you can't even call it a boss fight because I've already explained why it's bad. And then the Elder Guardian, which is actually horrendous too. But the Wither, it's like, there's not a lot of, like, gameplay strategy that goes into beating the Wither other than, like, following it. But the thing about it that makes it so interesting, it's obviously how destructive it is and how it attacks everything. I've always liked the Wither. But it's kind of like a battle of attrition when you fight it. Like, you have to gather all of your resources and, like, just go head to head, like, knuckle to knuckle with the Wither. Like, see who dies first, you know? And I think that's really cool. I love the Wither, dude. I think it's one of the best mobs in the game. One of my favorites, you know? And the design is really cool. I'm going to put it right up there in A tier, dude. I think it's a really well executed boss fight, you know? There's not much else to say. It's not as good as the Ender Dragon because the Ender Dragon has its own arena. The Wither, you kind of just spawn anywhere, but I like how intense it is, you know? I like the purpose it serves, you know? You have to spawn it by yourself, you know? You weren't meant to find it. You know, it's been gone or something, and then you have to summon it. But yeah, man, I love the Wither. I think it's really cool. And yeah. So now we go to Zombified Piglin, or as normal people call it, Zombie Pigman. So, I can't even find it. Zombified Piglin. Yeah, that's trash. I hate how they changed it. I hate the design, too. Which these guys, you know, they're cool. They're not actually hostile, but if you attack them, they obviously go for you. And I do find this mechanic to be cool. Sometimes annoying, but iconic, you know, and I do like the combat here, but yeah, they're good enemies. They're B tier. If they were to be enemies, they would be B tier. So yeah. Zombies. Now, zombies, dude. I don't actually know if I got the zombie spawn. Oh, I did. Okay. Zombies are just, like, one of the best enemies, dude. Because they're not, like, by themselves, I guess they're fine. But their horde mechanic and how they attack villagers, they're just so iconic, bro. I love these guys. You know, how can you not love the zombies? You know, they can carry weapons. They're like, they overwhelm you. That's what they do, you know. And I think they're really cool to fight. They're just kind of there. Not really that hard to take down. But they spread. You know, zombie villagers are insane too. I love them. And yeah, man, I just like it. I think zombies are one of the most iconic enemies in Minecraft. And one of my favorites. One of my personal favorites. I would say they're Honestly, I was gonna put them in A tier, but honestly, S tier sounds right for the zombies. You know, they're just, what would Minecraft be with no zombies? You know, it spawned its own clones and stuff, but zombies, dude, how can you not put them in S tier? You know, that's what I'll say. They're like fun to fight. They're the complete package, right? They look cool. They look so cool, dude. And they're hoarding against the villagers. They were the original pillagers, you know. Zombie village raid. I'm so glad they added that. And yeah, man, I got nothing more to say. I think zombie villager is one of the best things in the game, dude. So yeah, now we go to the Enderman, which there's an Enderman right here. Now, Endermen, obviously, to get Ender Pearls, you can't really farm them because there's no spawners, but yeah, man, they kind of just freak out when you look at them. I like their weakness to water, too. And I like the Ender Pearl. So, overall, I think the Enderman is cool. They are pretty annoying in the end, especially when you don't mean to look at them. Like, geez, bro, that can get pretty annoying. But overall, they're cool enemies. I would say they're B tier. And then we got, this zombie, or I don't even know what it's called, the piglin. It's pretty much just a villager or pillager. So I'll just put it right there. It's in the nether now. I will say I think the pillagers spawn better than the piglins, because they can't be more dangerous when you're in the nether, but overall, it's pretty much the same enemy, so I'm not going to do much for that. And, okay, now we got spiders, which, I don't know why I just did that. Let's see. Do we have cave spiders? Dang, okay, we do. So I actually like the cave spiders a little more than the spiders because of their poison effect. I mean, if a spider were to bite you, you would get poisoned, right? I think they're better than, like, spiders, but they're pretty much the same thing. But I think the cave spiders are a little bit better than the spiders. Let's see how yes, the cave spiders, I wouldn't say they're like here, so I would put them here. And then honestly, the spiders, I could say C tier, but I like how they can. I mean, they're pretty satisfying to kill. I would say the cave spiders are better, but they're fine. It's fine. I mean, they're not meant to be like a super cool like fight. You know, they're just meant to be like a grunt type enemy, just like a support enemy. You know. So yeah, let's see what we got next. We're actually nearing the end of this tier list, guys. And so far, it looks 100% accurate. Okay, actually, that was it. That was it. So we have these things that don't exist. So yeah, man. This is the tier list. Sorry, guys. Bear with me with this video. It's pretty long. It's pretty unedited. It's pretty unprofessional. But this is the tier list. All right, we got creepers, you know, and then the cool enemies that I like to fight in the wither, right there. And I like it, man. I think this is a pretty good tier list. Zombies, one of the most iconic mobs in the game, dude. And yeah, man, this is the tier list is my opinion. And yeah, if you disagree, leave a comment. And if you agree, like the video. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for bearing with me. My computer will be good in probably 2 days, probably maybe 1 day, maybe sometime tomorrow. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.